Alright guys, while I've been away, Studio B has been empty, but I've asked my friends and viewers to do guest shaves, starting with Dan Han, who kicked off the series in fine form. Now get ready for a real treat. My buddy Ron, Shaverboy516, is up next. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Ron, and I'm doing a guest shave today for Tony at the Media Mart. I've been a good friend of Tony's for about a couple of years now, and he invited me to do a guest shave. So I asked him what kind of shave. I said, well, you know, whatever you want. I said, how about an old school shave? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using the Gillette Fatboy right here on setting 5. This is the 1960. I'm going to be using, for my soap, just some old school Proraso, one of my favorites. And I'm also going to be rocking the FM brush. This is the 3D Retro. And this brush is great for picking up soap in a tin like that, or a tub. Any kind of soap that you want. You see it's got these bristles on top. These bristles really aid in grabbing the soap. So let me wet my face and let's get started. Oh, I'm also going to be using Pre Shave, Proraso Green. This is the Pre Shave. So let me wet the face, I'll be right back. Okay, my face is wet, hydrated. I'm gonna take about so much, and I'm gonna just start applying this. I got about 2 days growth, nothing that the fat boy can't handle. So, I don't know if you guys know or not, but me and Tony met at Pastor's Pharmacy about 2 years ago. And we've been pretty close friends since. We've been always keeping in touch with each other, having lunch. He's a good guy, so I'm happy to do this for him. I hope I do a good job for him. Anyway, this is pretty good. Now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with the FM brush, how good it works. I'm going to just wet it under some hot water. I'm just blooming the top for a second. And here we go. And as you can see, how it's starting to grab that soap. And you don't really need to use a lot. This will create a lot of lather on its own. The brush is perfect for it. Just collect up as many suds as you can and drive the soap into the brush. And there you go, you get something like this. And I'm just going to go straight to the face. And look at that, it just springs into action. This is a synthetic brush, but no problem. A lot of people think they have problems with trying to lather this soap. And it's just the opposite. Especially if you have a good brush like this. If you can get your hands on a FM brush, I would highly recommend it. Feels like a badger, but it's not. It's not, doesn't feel irritating to use. I mean, look at that. It's got a nice feel to it on the face. Exfoliates. Add just a little bit of water, just to smooth it out. I think that's good. Plenty of soap there for multiple passes. Okay, I've also got Astra Green blades, my favorite. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. I like to temper the razor under some hot water. Pretty smooth. I like to take short strokes on the razor. Find that it just works better. But everyone's different. And I like to go back to the brush and I like to just add little bits as I need it. Like Tony says, DE's got two sides, use it. I'm not a big fan of skin stretching. I'll make some faces in order to stretch the skin a little bit in spots that I need it. But I do like going back to the brush and always having soap to lubricate your skin. Gotta tell you, Proraso, it's always good. It's always a good performer. It's an old standby. If you don't want to go down the rabbit hole of buying a ton of soaps, you can just stick with this one and it'll be fine. Of course, I do a shave, a guest shave, and I get a weeper. But it happens. I'm prepared. I've also got this stuff here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's a Proraso. It's a Proraso gel. I can't tell if it's upside down or not, but or backwards. But anyway, this stuff is good. Alright, as Tony would say, first pass in the books. Got a little weeper there, but I'm going to tend to that right now.
Right.
Okay, for my second pass, I'm going to tone this down to a 3. As you know, with a Gillette adjustable, these vintage ones, you open the doors and you adjust, lock it down, and then there's that half turn or quarter turn, and you're all set to go. There's plenty of soap on here. And we'll just proceed with pass number 2. First one was with the grain. This one will be across, and then I usually do the final against the grain. I'll add a little water. This is how good this brush is. I didn't go back to the puck at all for more lather, but it holds it like a badger does. Pretty impressive. All right, we'll call that good. Okay, this will be the second pass. And if that weeper continues, I'll address it later. Cold water will seal it, and I'll use that Proraso gel. All right, here we go against the grain. And we're on setting 3. Backhand it for this side. Now here, I can't go across the grain on my neck. I get a ton of irritation, so I just go for the against the grain. If I do that, I'm looking for trouble. So. Again, I like going back to the brush if I need it. There's nothing wrong with going back and adding more cream to your face. Whatever works. All right, the chin is the toughest part as always. And you can feel around as you go. Now, the chin is usually, for me anyway, it's a sensitive area, so I'm going to bring this to I'm going to take it to a 2. Alright. I'm going to call that good. Come back for pass number 3 and we'll finish up the shave. Let me just rinse and I'll be right back.
Or light strokes with the grain of the hair on my face.
Okay, I'm all rinsed off. Let's see if I can get a third lathering out of what I put in the soap. As you saw, I didn't have that much soap on here loaded, but I'll just keep adding a little water if anything. As you can see, it springs right back. Now also what I like to do is I like to squeeze the brush out of any contents. Like that. And just use it. Don't let it go to waste. Whatever you can get. Oh, this is good stuff. All right, for the third pass, what I like to do is, at least on my cheeks, I'll go to, I'll bump the Fatboy up to a 5. I find it just very smooth on a 5 going against the grain. And that'll help get the rest of the beard right off. And there you go. I'm on a 5. That's pretty smooth. I like all the Gillette adjustables, but this is my favorite one. The Slim is right there with this one. It's just as good. I like the weight of this and the balance. And I happen to like the shorter handle. And then what I do is for my neck on the third pass, I bump it up to a 7. And I go with the grain. So now I've got it up on a 7. Very good. Now what I'll do is, on the lip, I'm going to take it to a 2 and go against the grain on the lip. I go all over the place on the settings. And this gets all the little bits right up in here, going against. And I come for a cleanup here, onto I feel around. I could probably get a little bit under here. All right. And as you can see, that little weeper's already gone. There's no big deal. All right, that's the third pass. I'm going to rinse off, and I'm going to be back for the post-shave. Stick around.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so I'm back. I did a warm water rinse, and then I did a cold water rinse on top of that. Now I'm going to apply the Proraso Aftershave Balm. Stuff works really well. I like to shake it up a bit. And you don't need too much of it. I would say just about like that. And a lot of people like to rub it in their hands. I like to just go directly to my face with this stuff. And just apply it like that. A lot of people rub it in. I can't see putting it at all into your hands. I'd rather put the product onto my face. But everyone's different. If you want to do it, your forehead, you can. Around your eyes. I would refrain from getting it in your eyes though. But that's really good. I'm going to come back for one more finishing touch.
Get over there and let them know the average guy sent you.
Okay, I just put the balm on, and now what I like to do is I like to put the lotion on top of the balm. Some people do it opposite. I like putting it on afterwards. Whatever works. And again, you don't have to put too much. Just a couple of shakes like that. And this I just give a pat. And this stuff smells great. If you ever tried Proraso Aftershave Lotion, you know what I mean. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the shave. I want to thank Tony at Media Mart for inviting me to do the shave. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Maybe I'll be back for another shave again. Who knows? Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Roll the music.
Took you like a shot, thought that I could change.